How do you know if you're contributing the right amount to your Roth IRA every single month? Well, I've got that answer and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernardo, the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Are you funding a Roth IRA as part of your retirement strategy? I would call it a tax shelter strategy, where you're trying to reach a certain retirement goal or savings goal, some sort of, whether that's really well defined or not. Is funding your Roth IRA part of that strategy? And if so, then hopefully you're funding that on a monthly basis and you're doing what financial geeks like me call dollar cost averaging, whereas you're saving, you're contributing a flat dollar amount every single month. It's going into the investment world, the financial markets, and when those prices dip, as they inevitably will, your flat dollar amount contribution is able to buy more shares at lower prices. And then as those prices go up and down, as you contribute every single month, that means you're buying more shares at lower prices than you're buying, fewer shares at higher prices. And in overall, on average, you're buying at a cheaper average price. They call that dollar cost averaging. So if funding a Roth IRA is part of your overall financial plan and your tax shelter strategy, hopefully you're doing it monthly. And then the question is, how frequently, when's the last time you tuned in to make sure that you're contributing the right amount into your Roth IRA? Well, I'm going to answer this question from two different viewpoints. And the one is the most commonly asked viewpoint, okay? And then the other is from a financial planning standpoint, okay? So the most commonly asked perspective of this is, and let me give you this scenario, is you meet with a financial planner, or maybe you're just looking at your own financial situation, say, yes, I want to max out. I want to contribute the maximum amount to my Roth IRA each year. And you look at, okay, what's the contribution limit? It's this, okay, divide that by 12, and on the first of every month, I'm going to invest from my checking account or savings account or whatever into my Roth IRA that amount every single month. And you do that on autopilot. And that goes on for several years, and you never really tune in. You just, at that one time, at that moment when it was raised to a conscious level, you figured out the math, but you've never revisited it. And I saw this so often when we would look, and after not meeting with someone for several years, because we weren't doing comprehensive financial planning for folks just said, hey, can you just help me with this one area or whatever? They would come back in years later, and we take a look, and they're contributing $416 to their Roth every month. And some of you might know why I bring up that exact amount. Several years ago, the contribution limit to the IRA or Roth IRA was $5,000. And if you divide $5,000 by 12 months, that's $416 a month. Well, they were contributing that, and they have been contributing that for several years now, except it has been several years since that was the maximum you can contribute. In fact, that contribution limit went from $5,000 to $5,500 to $6,000. Gosh, that was easy. It's $500 a month. And now it's $6,500. And it's very possible you set an amount in place 8, 9, 10 years ago, and it just felt like yesterday, and you haven't revisited it. And you might be listening saying, why is this guy making such a big deal about this? Well, listen, if you miss out on $1,000 of contribution every year, and you've got 20 more years left in your career, that's $20,000 that could have been funded into your retirement account that you didn't. Okay, that's a big deal. That's a big number. But think about all the compound potential growth on that $20,000. We're talking, and this is not, I'm not running numbers or doing math, could be 60 grand, could be 100 grand total that you've missed out on in your retirement because you didn't increase your monthly amount way back in your 40s or your 30s, something like that. So staying on top of this number is important. Right now, the contribution limit, if you're younger than age 50, is $6,500 to your IRA, to your Roth IRA. That's an annual limit for you, and if you're married, same thing for your spouse. Now, you've got to have enough earnings, but not too much, right? We've done lots of videos on that, making sure that you're eligible to fund a Roth IRA. But assuming that you are, $6,500 is the limit for the year. Breaking that down monthly, right, for that dollar cost averaging, $541.66 if you want to be super, super precise. I'm okay kind of rounding those cents. So 541 bucks. Another way, not only do people sometimes lose track of, well, I set up this monthly contribution, years ago, and I guess I didn't realize the contribution limit went up. The other reason why people lose touch of, well, am I saving the right amount every month into my Roth IRA, is you reach a milestone, an age milestone. At age 50, you're allowed to do catch-up contributions. I think these were introduced back in, around the year 2000, where you can do a catch-up contribution if you're age 50 or more. And right now, this year, that catch-up contribution is $1,000. So if you're age 50 or more, or maybe you set up your automatic monthly contribution into your Roth, maybe back when you were 45 and you turned 50 this year, well, not only should you increase your monthly amount to keep up with the new contribution maximum, but you also should increase that monthly contribution amount to keep up with now the catch-up contribution. $7,500 is the total that you can contribute. $625 is what your new monthly contribution should be to your Roth IRA. So guys, the habits matter. Every little bit matters. So tuning in on an ongoing basis once a year to just do the math to say, what's the maximum amount I can put in my Roth? Divide that by 12. Yep, that's the amount that I'm doing, or increase that a little bit. Say you were stuck back at that, or not stuck, but you've kept it back at that $416. And now, not only has the contribution limit increased, you're also age 50 or over age 50. You've got to move it from 416 to 625, that's going to hurt the budget. If there's two of you, if it's for you and your spouse, that's really going to hurt the budget. So staying on top of this on a monthly basis will make it more manageable from a cash flow standpoint as well. Now, if the question is, how do I make sure that I'm saving the right amount every month into my Roth IRA? One question, or one way to approach that answer is, well, I want to contribute the maximum amount, okay? But the other way, the second way to approach that is looking at your comprehensive financial plan and saying, well, how much do I need to be contributing? Whether that maximum has increased or not, how much do I need to contribute to be on track with my financial goals? And that, for many people, and I love the idea of maxing out the 401k and then maxing the Roth IRA every single year. I love that approach. But I would tune in to your overall financial plan, specifically your retirement plan, and take a look and say, well, how much do I need to be contributing to be on track with that goal? And am I doing that amount? Am I doing enough? And if you are, even if the maximum contribution goes up, if you're comfortable saying, nope, I'm on track with my plan, and I'd rather not contribute more to my Roth, I'd rather pay down debt, or I'd rather spend some of that money on vacations or trips or fun for the kids or whatever, then so be it. So that's the second way to approach answering the question, am I contributing enough into my Roth IRA every single month, is tuning into your retirement plan and ensuring that you're contributing enough towards your retirement nest egg and to the right tax shelters to be on track with your plan. Either approach works just fine. Work with your certified financial planner so that you know you're contributing the right amount in the right way and investing it into the right strategies. Work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.